Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. This week's video I am so excited about. It is about my trip to Jordan and Kosovo as part of the Wrangler National Patriot Tour.
Do you love me? Do you need me?
Now this is the 8th year that Wrangler and American 300 have sponsored Cowboys and Cowgirls as well as Nashville artists to go overseas on Memorial Day to visit troops at remote bases that don't normally get a lot of visitors, just to brighten their day, sing some songs, put on a concert, and teach them about rodeo and how to rope and really just interact and reach out to them, bring a little piece of home overseas. Dun, 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 dun. Brittany, you ever been to Kosovo?
Every summer.
So, as some of you might know, I am a past military member. I served over 9 years in the Air National Guard. I initially joined to pay for college, and my sister had done it, so I figured, hey, if she could do it, I could do it. I really don't want college debt. That's the initial reason why I got in. Obviously, I re-enlisted for other reasons. The job that I did in the Air National Guard was operations intelligence, which I really loved, and I got the unique opportunity to deploy to both Afghanistan and Iraq. In Iraq, I went to Balad and Al-Assad, and then in Afghanistan to Mazar-e-Sharif, which is in the north. Our plane that I supported had a camera ball on it, so it was intel, surveillance, and reconnaissance. So it was a really, really fun mission, and it was so cool to do it real life overseas. But I got out last fall to pursue my dreams as a pro barrel racer. So glad I can still be involved in this capacity.
Well, we just made it to our rooms exactly how I remember. Typical military style, except these aren't tents, these are hard billet. My bed making skills have definitely taken a turn for the worst. And then we have our wall lockers and a fridge, so just the essentials. I totally forgot my flip-flops. Now I don't know how I'm gonna shower. I know better. Damn it. But look at all this fun stuff I did remember. This base definitely needs a little bit of pink and a little bit of pony. Check. I foresee this as being a problem in the morning as far as the curling iron goes. I'm not exactly sure what's gonna happen with this hair if I can't get plugged in. Stay tuned. By the same token, same type of charger set up in our rooms, so my phone may die. I was gonna do a bunch of videos because it's 9 p.m. here, but it's 2 p.m. at home, so if you can imagine, I'm not tired. So I guess I'll just head to bed. We made it safely. We are in Kosovo. I'll show you on the map where exactly that is, and tomorrow our tour starts officially.
So Camp Bondsteel is an American Army base in Kosovo, which, if you don't know where Kosovo is, I put that map in there for you because I really didn't know exactly where it was. And technically, Kosovo is in Serbia, so it's not recognized as a country by a lot of the world. However, America is in that country as sort of a show of force to help their government and their military protect what is their country of Kosovo and help build them up. So really not doing any operations, more just a presence and a show of force, which I learned while I was there. But I wanted to be really clear about that because I was prior military and I was going there and I didn't know, so I figured you guys might have some questions on that. But this base was really, really fun. They have helicopters out of there. No Air Force, unfortunately. Hey, I'm a little biased, being prior Air Force. Anyway, I like playing with the Army also. So we hung out with the Army, we learned about all their different jobs, we toured to each unit across base, and we really just reached out to the soldiers and, you know, tried to brighten their day by bringing a little piece of home overseas with us, and sang songs, we did some roping, we did some contests, and we really just hung out and talked with them. And that's something that a lot of tours don't make time for. So they bring in big name celebrities and they do, you know, an hour show and then they're gone. And to really connect with troops, that means boots on the ground, you know, learning about their job, making them feel important, and just letting them know that we appreciate and care about what they're doing there. And we realize that it isn't always fun and it's hard to be away from your family. It's you know, any deployed location, there is strain on your life back home, your relationships that you've had, and you miss it, and you don't want the rest of the world to move on without you and to feel like you are forgotten. So I've been in their shoes a little bit before, so I can certainly relate, and I just loved seeing the smiles on their faces as they, you know, told us about what they do and why that's important and how they're making a difference for us Americans back home, but also for, you know, countries that we are allies with. So it was really, really cool.
They were talking about rain and all that. Batman's trying. On the system. No. On the system. Look at that.
Read that
Lose myself in you, make you come and find me. How good though I lose control, I want you all around me. Have a heaven so few.
There's a handle right here.
Okay.
It's that easy.
Just like that. Boom.
And then you're on the top of the choppa.
You gonna get up here?
Yeah.
You could swing out.
Can I hang from this?
Yeah, just hang slowly.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. You're totally going nowhere.
So.
How to get off?
You
That's
could probably
put your feet right up here and just stand.
Now we all take off and like kind of figure out how to get out of it.
Yeah. Right. The general consensus. I did that too. I was like, you gotta get down. 42. Stretch out. Huh? Stretch out. Is it?
That's like rule number 17.
Oh,
So why do you have to turn your arms down like that?
So that when this lifts up,
In case your arms go up,
yeah,
you won't fall right through it.
prevent you from your arms coming up
okay.
and sliding out.
Science. Don't
Yes.
ask questions.
Yeah.
I'd be scared to find out if you didn't.
It's kind of weird with your arms pinned down.
Yeah, it's tricky.
Like a little T-Rex. See, Jenna, you're too tall though.
Yeah, I pretty much just
She could just sit there.
I couldn't. I was pumping it like a swing.
Kind of cool. I don't know if I'd be comfortable riding here with like no cement under me.
It's really comfortable. I thought
You don't realize it.
You say this
never-
word, but I
never
don't
look
think you know
down.
what it
You're
means.
always looking up at the aircraft, then you look down when you're in it.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
So we're just wrapping up day 1 of the Wrangler National Patriot Tour, getting ready to go do our show at 7 p.m. over at the fitness center. We're going to take you with, but I wanted to introduce you to my friends first. Ladies.
Hey, I'm Annie Bianco from Arizona.
And I'm Brittany Truman, also from Arizona.
And I'm the only one from Texas, from the Chicks. Represent.
Look at you, leaning back on the hood of my Chevy. Well, damn.
So one of the coolest things about the Wrangler National Patriot Tour is that they don't play by traditional rules, and there is no time limit for how much how much interaction or how much time you're going to spend with the troops. It's until they want to leave. So after the concert, we are always staying until the last soldier is done roping. And this is a group of guys who's kind of type A, very competitive, usually very good at what they do. And so to see them pick up a rope and kind of struggle through, how do I do this, is really fun. And we had a great time. We stayed up until like 2 this night. And that's the very least that we can do, is to just offer our time to these guys. I think they appreciate it, more than we probably even realize. And that to me is so special, to be able to still give back to this group of people that means so much to me. I've been in their shoes, and a lot of times you're working 12-hour days. You don't get weekends off because there's nothing to do. Even if you did get weekends off, it's like you're there for a job. And so to just, really take time to show them that we appreciate them, that we love what they're doing for our country and for, the local country, which in this case is Kosovo and Jordan, but all across the world. I wish that we could just do this 24/7, but to have just a small part in bringing joy to their Memorial Day, like, this is what it's all about.
Lay it down in the dirty South.
State your fitness and will act as a guide in determining your physical training needs. Listen closely to the test instructions and do the best you can on each of these events.
This morning we did an Army PT test, which included maxing out push-ups and sit-ups. We got 2 minutes to do both, and then a 2-mile run. So I used to be in the Air Force, and we had to do PT tests also, but it was a little bit easier. The Air Force did a 1.5 mile run, and then maxing out push-ups and sit-ups just for a minute. So not only have I not been running, but this was probably the hardest PT test I've ever taken. And I'm waiting to get my scores back, but I did really good. I think that I got the excellent patch to wear my PT shirt, and I'm definitely gonna frame my score sheet when I do get it back. It is day number 2. We are going to go around the base a little bit more and learn about some of the jobs that the troops have here at all their different units, and I couldn't be more excited. Later today we're going to go to a different base. We're going to drive there. It's a couple hours away, so stay tuned. We're going to take you with us.
What they're practicing is CQB fundamentals, so the close quarters marksmanship, close quarters battle. And what you guys will see for the next iteration is we spend approximately 20 minutes doing a warm-up, which involves just shooting from the 10-meter range, as well as a little bit of walk and shoot. And then for the second part, it's a stress shoot, as you guys can tell. They take ammo cans weighing about 40 pounds each up the hill and back down. Go to the first set of barriers. They'll shoot 5 rounds. As you saw, standing, kneeling, prone, standing, kneeling. They'll do a mag change, do the same thing, and then they'll move Rescue Randy to the 25-meter target here and shoot again at the white piece of paper on the silhouette.
This one's lighter.
Yeah.
So they don't weigh the same?
What's that?
They're uneven?
Yeah, so this is a 40-pound one, and then this is like 35. Around there.
Put the 40-pound one in my right hand is what I
Oh yeah, that's what I did too. I think you'll see like the beginning part of the drills, and it kind of works up to this level.
And then 30.
Yeah, it is called CQB range, so like
we'd be moving, it'd be like ready up drills and shoot the target and kind of be walking and stuff like that. And then we kind of progressed to stuff like this. We, you know, get tired and then try to shoot like that.
We'll see.
Damn, sir.
That's what I'm gonna attempt to do. Don't know if it's
You ain't gonna
actually
be able to
happen.
pick that thing up. You think so?
Sucks.
Huh? What? Oh no, a lot more of the feet would be on the ground when I do it. Like, I'm lucky if I can get his torso.
Are we going up that thing loaded or not?
Unloaded.
No mag? Okay, just load over there.
Gotta load it first.
I'm gonna put it in the truck and just have it ready for it. See if anybody notices.
Go.
Go, Brittany! Yes! Woohoo! Yeah! Go, go, go! Boom!
So my girl Brittany and I both do fitness competitions, and she's a little bit more experienced than I am. I've only done one. She's done this for about a year, and she actually has her pro card. Ooh. But as far as the physical challenges go, we were game for everything that they put in front of us. One morning we did a PT test, an Army PT test, and I've obviously done a PT test before in the Air Force, but like I said, a little bit different, a little bit harder. And then after that, we did some shooting drills with the best of the best. And this was so difficult. I can't imagine doing it with a full kit. And when I say kit, I mean like helmet, Kevlar, ammo. It's about 35 additional pounds. But we did it, and Brittany did it with her knee being bad. I don't know if I said that yet, but she actually tore her ACL, her MCL, and her meniscus 8 weeks ago. She has not had surgery or anything, so it's still giving her a lot of trouble, but in her competitive spirit, she did it anyway and freaking slayed it. But I was just so impressed by the women who were out there doing it in, you know, full gear, shooting afterwards with their heart rate elevated, physical strain, and then carrying Randy, Rescue Randy, a 200-pound dummy. Like, that is incredible. And this is in a controlled environment, so you know, they're training to do this real world, which is just so impressive to me. And I love the fact that the women are hanging in there with them, and that the standard is X. Both men and women have to meet it, and they don't discriminate either way. So I was just so excited to see that, and really proud of our men and women kicking butt at this. And the guy that I got a picture with, he completed this whole thing in just over 2 minutes. And for me, it took me close to a minute to run up and down the hill with that 45 or 35-pound ammo can in each hand. So he was booking it. Props.
Yeah, girl, get it, 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 get it.
US, here we go,
I almost spelled it right.
20 kilometers from Melania.
Say it again. How do you say that?
Slovenia.
Slovenia. Got it.
So
That's
close,
the
Jenna.
flag.
Croatia. Next to Croatia. And what else?
You struck gold.
Austria?
Thanks, I promise.
Thank you.
Wow, look at that.
Look at you.
Yeah, we ordered up.
I got you, girl. I got you.
Still feeling that song, brother.
All right, today we had an amazing day. We started off the morning, Jenna and I did a PT test this morning. So, yeah. some ammo carrying up the hill, and so my quads will definitely be feeling that tomorrow.
You're welcome.
And then, thank you. And then we were lucky enough to get to head over to CMLT and hang out with those guys. We hung out with the Swiss, the Polish, the Slovakians, and the Greece, yes. And so that was way fun. And now we are here hanging out with y'all to do cowboy karaoke. Forget you. I guess the change in my pocket wasn't enough. I'm like, forget you and forget what you said. If I was richer, I'd still be with you. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? Yeah. In uniform.
Yeah, you better believe it.
It's Baloo!
The bare necessities.
And what it's telling me, you know, girl, that I'm not shy. My way.
That's my territory and all the things I deserve for being such a good girl, honey.
Daddy's got a new 45.
There's the man I chose. There's my territory and all the things I deserve.
That's where it ends.
So I told her we'd still be friends.
And then we made
So definitely stay tuned for my next video. We are headed to Jordan. This was all of Kosovo. I hope you guys learned a lot. I certainly had a great, amazing time doing it. Long live cowboys, long live troops.
Do you love me?